What up? I hope all is well and you're hanging in there by the graces of God. How are you doing? Listen, I keep picking up on the vengeful and vindictive and how you are cutting cords with the vengeful and vindictive. Hold up now, hold up. There's something positive in the midst of this because you've been doing the healing work, okay? You're starting to feel better about yourself, better about your life. You see yourself clearly now. The obstacles are gone. The rain is gone. The haters and naysayers are gone. The abusers and users are gone. The predators are gone. The perpetrators are gone. The pretenders are gone because you are cutting cords. It's multiple ones. With the vengeful and vindictive. Okay. Be grateful. Count your blessings now. Be grateful and thankful that now you know who you are and what you want in life. Now you know. Be proud of yourself for overcoming some hot messes. Even yourself was a hot mess. You know what I'm talking about? And what I mean by that is at one point in time, you wasn't too self-aware. You still were learning. You wasn't awakened to the whole truth, to the fullness of who you are. But as you cut, what I'm noticing is our higher self, okay, we have a higher self, okay, and how do you get to that higher self? You had to go deep within yourself and do a lot of shadow work, right? You had to clear out a lot of negative energies. You had to heal some past wounds, right? And your higher self, you can't have a higher self without being connected to the creator. Okay? The creator created your higher self, if you know what I mean. And I feel like that's now. Then you couldn't discern because someone is beating themselves up about allowing someone that is vengeful and vindictive, that's showing you that right now. You're beating yourself up. You're regretting the fact that you ever knew this individual. Listen here now. The truth of that matter is they served a purpose. Because ain't you better now? Ain't you happier now? Ain't you more at peace? Let me tell you, if I can look back, if my mature self, my future mature self can tell my younger immature self something, I'll be like, hold on, girl. It's about to be an emotional roller coaster. Because, I was sacrificing my sanity and safety to build a family. That was a dream of mine. To have a family unit. I came here to do that. I found it. But the foundation wasn't solid. Because as I look back now, I see that after that first relationship, I wasn't doing no healing work. I was just pressing on to the next one. Oh, I gotta find my family. Let me stop. I wasn't dealing with the big old wound that was left from a daddy issue. That was the root issue. Losing my father at the age of 11 years old. My first best friend. The first man that ever showed me pure love. That stung. That bit me. That stayed with me for years until I could say late 20s when I had my son. I had a revelation that, girl, you got work to do. You got to heal. And then what really started activating the healing work is I met someone who was the worst mirror I ever came across. And I like, oh, you gotta get that ugliness out of you. That ain't cute. That ain't ladylike. You ain't toxic like that. You ain't dark like that. That ain't who you are. You start becoming their monster. That energy transfer, those demons are, that's the crazy part. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because you got to give yourself some grace because you didn't know any better. You were still trying to learn some things. You were still trying to figure it out. And even when we overcome some things and heal from some past wounds and learn some things about ourselves, the figuring it out, it never ends, okay? That's a works in progress forever. That's what I mean. And someone needs to stop being hard on themselves, beating themselves up, regretting the fact because they served a purpose. And I didn't want to share that with you, okay? Because as I look back on some situationships, and the one thing I've been hearing people say this, the red flags was there. It was there. For some folks, the red flags was not there. It's some people that can mask their mental health issues well, that can mask their unhealed parts very well in the beginning, that can be have a deceptive charm about them, a deceptive cool about them. When you chilling and having fun and getting to know somebody and they showing you all their good parts until the honeymoon is over. You're like, oh, hell no. What I don't got myself into. But no, what it made you do was reflect more. Look within yourself. You see how that works? I mean, for the intelligent ones. I'm speaking to the ones who have been doing the work, the healing work. You have been cutting the cord with the vengeful and vindictive. And what I'm noticing about, I'm observing is too, and this can go for the ladies or the fellas. You can help someone when they down and out, but then they end up resenting you. Where they do that at? I don't get that. That's crazy. But they end up resenting you for helping them. And then on the other hand, it is some people that don't want to be with you, but also don't want to see nobody else with you. Ain't nobody got time for all that confusion. Okay. Be glad, be grateful, be thankful. You ain't in the loop of hell. That cycle of destruction, that pattern that keeps repeating over and over again. You jumped off that emotional roller coaster. Okay? You ain't sacrificing your safety and sanity anymore. For family, for community, for anybody. That's growth, honey child. That is growth. And you deserve to be around people where you can be free to tell the truth and hold them accountable. If someone is not accepting your truth on how you experience them, if they don't want to validate that, that's okay. Okay, that's showing who they are. They don't have to validate it, but you holding them accountable for that, because you're the type of person, they can criticize you, they can tell you how you may have harmed or hurt them, and you'll own it. You'll be accountable. Some parts you might even not remember too much because you were gone. You was all up in your feelings. Okay, you were unhealed, trauma bonding in some type of ways. Who hasn't been there in this crazy world? But the vengeful and vindictive, you cutting cords. That's beautiful. Okay. Keep up the great work. Because if I can't tell you the truth of what you do, or how you make me feel sometimes, and you get all agitated and irritated and defensive about it, that ain't a safety net. I can't be around anybody who always defensive. We can agree to disagree. But you do want people that you love, to honor your emotions, to see where you're coming from, especially when your personal experience with them. That's how you mend. That's how you heal. That's how you resolve some things. And if listen, I had to own the fact, like, I need to quit telling folks my personal business about my relationship, because then people feel like they can chime in about your relationship. They can judge your relationship. That's inviting energies into your relationship too. I had to own it, and I had to own the fact, like, girl, you need to quit trauma dumping on folks. That does drain folks. Okay, I had to become. The more I healed, the more I became aware of that. I understand with your friends, with your sisters, with your brothers, with your family, with your mother, your dad, or whoever you is your confidant. You know, some people be like, you can tell me anything. Some things I need to process on my own. There's some girlfriends that get upset with you, like, okay, if you didn't tell me that, you holding secrets. Ain't nobody holding secrets from you. I'm trying to process this stuff. Okay. And I ain't got to tell you everything. Some things I want just some privacy for myself. Can I have that just between me and God? Okay. But I've been around some females like that. And then they going around telling your business to everybody. Oh, that's a contradiction in action, ain't it? You could have told me that secret. You could tell me anything. Don't hold nothing back from me. Girl, you gonna go back and tell Shaquita, and the whole nation of Judah. I ain't got time for that, because if I need to heal from it, I don't need nobody squawking about it, because that's energy transference too, from one person to another person to another person. Ain't nobody got time for that. But yeah, if you call somebody stubborn, if you call them prideful, if you call them arrogant, if you say they drain your energy, if you say they need to own up to what they do, and they get upset or mad at you about that, okay, they ain't ready to do the work. Some people do need to go to therapy, because they don't want to listen to you. They don't want to listen to God. How you going to heal? How you going to grow? How you going to evolve? Mama Earth right now is resetting, is raising the vibrations, is purging mofos. If the dense energies, if you still on that deadly, dense energy, the fear factor, being harmful and hateful, I don't know what to tell you, partner, because, The real ones are lighting it up right now because they doing the healing work, and they want to be on the wavelength of love. Love is an action. It's a verb, okay? It's about when you are loved by the Most High. That's how you can gauge it. When you're loved by the Most High, isn't it active? Doesn't it activate the love within you? We only need to be around people that activate the love within us, that activate the joy within us, that activate the peace within us, that activate the healing with us, that activate getting out here and living by purpose, living on purpose, working in our purpose, sharing what we have learned, the lessons we have learned, loving, caring, helping one another. It is vibrational. It is spiritual. That's the type of love I'm talking about. And as you cut the cords to the vindictive and vengeful, give yourself some grace and mercy, okay? Be compassionate towards yourself and stay prayed up. Because it's some people now that don't lost their rapid mind. They been gone. But it's even worse now with this light versus darkness, with this good versus evil, with this angels versus demons. The duality of it all. But you keep your vibrations up. You stay focused on your healing. You stay focused being in your sacred energy, in your divinity, and you're going to be all right. I just want to share some encouragement. I hope this lifts somebody up where they belong, because I kept hearing vengeful and vindictive, vengeful and vindictive. I want to speak on the goodness out of all of that. And the goodness, I mean, is the rewards and benefits, as you know that you deserve better. And you don't want that type of energy or vibration in your life anymore. So don't be hard on yourself for allowing the vengeful and vindictive, okay? Sometimes you can't see the red flags because they hiding. But now you see them clearly. And you see yourself even more clearly. Aren't that beautiful? The process of healing. Okay. We're going to keep elevating. Because as we rest in the Most High, we're going to have restoration, elevation, salvation, and transformation. That's what you came here to do. So stay on that road, stay on that path, stay on that purpose. Stay alive in 2025. I'll catch you on the next go round. I holla. Love you. Peace.